Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. What day is it? Happy Tuesday. Hi, Jomar. Good to see you. I feel like I always hang out and lurk in your chat, and I really appreciate you lurking here. Don't feel pressured to if you have things to do, but I do appreciate the company. Hello, hello. Yeah. Today we're gonna do some Project Sekai art, which I haven't done in a minute. However, after the event that's going on right now in the game is a event slash gacha that I feel like I'm actually kind of looking forward to because I think the cards are super super pretty. And last time there was a gacha in this game that I really really wanted to pull on. I think it was a rerun of the Hermit set. So I did fan art of Hermit Searcher Enna. That was the one with the little horns. It was like the little fantasy themed one. And then I think I manifested a little bit too hard because I pulled 3 copies of that Enna card and then none of the others. So, following that pattern, I thought, well, since these are cards that I really enjoy, maybe I'll just give it a try and try to draw all the cards in the set and see what happens. So that's what we're gonna do today. I did start some sketches of all 4 cards, so all 3 of the 4 stars and then the 3-star for that particular event. Um, Let me get some music going, by the way. I feel like I got a little bit ahead of myself. In the meantime, hope everyone had a good, let's see, what song is this? Probably okay. Let me know if the volume is okay as well. I actually don't hear it right now yet either. Okay, yeah, let's have a fun little song in the background. Let me know if that volume's too loud, too quiet. I know some people like having the music really low so they can listen to their own music while I'm streaming. That's totally okay. Let me know what your guys' preferences are. I can adjust accordingly. Yeah, anyways, so the 4 characters that are in this gacha, it's a mixed event. It's with Saki focus. There's Saki, Emu, and Rin are the 4 stars, and Shiho is the 3-star. So these are the sketches I have so far. Very, very rough. Surprisingly, I wasn't even gonna do the Shiho card, but then I sketched it out and I was like, oh, that actually looks kind of cool. And they're a little bit more zoomed in than the actual cards themselves, but like I have them all referenced in already. So like here we've got the Rin card in the corner so we can see it. I just think this angle is also so cool, and I'm just a sucker for like the horns and character design. Like I don't know, it just really gets me. I also think the short hair just looks so good on her. So there's the Rin one. We've got Saki here. I thought it would be cool to kind of cover her mouth a little bit with the flower. Um, Not 100% sure if I'm feeling this composition that I have sketched out, but I didn't want to like completely copy it, if that makes sense. Yeah, this expression is a little bit out of character for what we know Saki to be, but she's a lot more like, I don't know, she's got a longing, kind of soft look in her eye, like not quite focused on anything in particular. I don't know. So that's what we've got there. We've got Emu, who looks extra determined. I just think this just looks so magical, and I think it's mostly the lighting that I like about this one. You know, this is a fun one. I think watch streak. What's the reward for the 20 watch streak? That's a good question. You get let's see, what should we do? 20 hip hip hoorays. Ready? Okay, someone count. Ready? Hip hip hooray! 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 Oh my gosh, it's gonna take a while. That was only 5. Okay, ready? Hip hip hooray! 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 Okay, we're halfway there. Ready? Hip hip hooray! 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 5 more. Ready? Set. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! One last one. Hip hip hooray! Congratulations on a 20 stream watch streak. That's crazy. 20 streams? I don't think I've done 20 streams this calendar year, right? So that means this was from like before the holidays and everything. That's really impressive. Good job, Blanket. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever hit a watch streak that big on anybody, even for like Vanilla and Kai. And I'm like pretty good about watching their stuff. Maybe for Kai's, but honestly, with Kai, it's a little bit weird because his streams are so sporadic. But congratulations, 20 streams is no joke. Like sometimes like all it takes is missing one and then you have to start over. So good job. Wow. Thank you for your support. Maybe I'll do a doodle for you. Maybe I'll reach out and see if you want to doodle for that, because that is pretty impressive. My biggest watch streak is 44 on Stella's channel. Oh my gosh. I have notifications on for all my favorite creators, but I feel like sometimes it doesn't go through, so I end up missing some anyways. And I feel like a watch streak on my channel is even more impressive because I never have a schedule or anything. I just like stream whenever I feel like it. So that is like big ups to you. Yeah, so I'm trying to decide which one of these I want to work on today. Out of these four, they're all gacha cards that I kind of want to pull for. Uh, Shiyu is a little bit of an interesting case. She's a 3-star, so technically I can get her from the event shop and not from the gacha. So, but like at the same time, this is the one that I think I'm the most proud of so far. With considering how little time I spent on each of these sketches, I think logically it makes sense to do Saki because it's a Saki focus, like it's her event. So I think it makes sense to start with her. So maybe if anything, I'll clean up the sketch and see how I like it. Um, yeah, how was your last week? It was pretty good. Let's see, what did I do this last week? Let's see. So last Monday was Lunar New Year. Celebrated with my family. Then work was pretty much like normal. Ooh, over the weekend I hung out with some friends. Kai and I hung out with some friends from college. It was our best man and his now fiance. He just proposed to her pretty recently, so we did a few escape rooms. We only did our first escape room like ever. I want to say a couple months ago, and so we did an escape room, and then what did we do? We did an escape room, and then there was this like record show thing, like vinyl records that Kai and our friend wanted to go to. So we went. It was at like a brewery, so we went to the brewery, got some lunch. They checked out the records. It was pretty chill. And then afterwards, there was a like nearby Lunar New Year. I don't know if I would call it a festival, but they had like some performances and stuff with like lion dances and dragon dancing and a bunch of other cultural performances. So we went to watch that, except it was really crowded, so we didn't actually have a good view of it. Um, but in that same plaza, there was another escape room location. And so we were like, should we do another escape room? And funny enough, we ran into my cousin who was doing an escape room for one of her friends' birthday party. So it was funny, we ran into her, they did their escape room, and we were like, you know what? Why not? And so we did a second escape room. And what we learned from that is that we kind of suck at escape rooms. But we did it. The second one, we didn't, I don't think we used any hints for the second one. So yeah, I was pretty proud of us. We were pretty good. Um, yeah, so that was pretty much my weekend, and then during the week was pretty normal stuff. I think it was Saturday. I feel like something was Saturday. I don't remember. But Kai and I also picked some stuff up, or packed some more stuff up from our apartment. We're almost ready to completely move out. We're like just at the cusp of it. So I think one more like super focused day of cleanup and we should be good. I'm gonna merge this sketch that I have and just kind of do sort of a cleaner sketch. I think that's the play for right now. You definitely had an eventful week. Yeah, honestly, most of that really was just the weekend. And then this upcoming weekend, we have uh, our niece's first birthday. Very exciting. I can't believe it's been a year already. She's been on this earth for a whole year. So we still have to get a gift for her. And yeah, so we'll have that this weekend. That's super exciting. And then also one of my ex coworkers reached out about hanging out, and like I graduated into a post pandemic world where like nobody knew how to interact with their coworkers. So I've never really hung out with coworkers outside of work. It's always just like my friends, and then like to be fair, my last job also everyone was like over the age of 60, so I didn't really have a reason to hang out with 60-year-olds. Like it's not like I was gonna go golfing with them. I could, but I don't know. I don't even particularly like mini golf because I'm so bad at it. So I don't think golfing would have been particularly fun. But he asked if we wanted to go bowling, like me and Kai, and then him and his also newly engaged fiance. He just proposed to. So yeah, he was like, oh, maybe we can do like a double date kind of thing, and I was like, sure, yeah. So that's exciting. He moved to a new job pretty recently, so um, yeah, that's why he's an ex coworker, but not for a bad reason. He's in school right now, pursuing his master's degree. He's actually pretty close to my age. So yeah, super exciting. I'm excited for that. I haven't been bowling in a really long time, so yeah. I had a cold last week, so I just rotted in bed and complaining about being sick. Oh no, are you feeling better now? I remember you mentioning, or someone mentioned they were sick. I think it was you. Because yeah, one of my current coworkers actually has also been really sick, but like it's also been like a combination of being sick and having this like recurring like um some kind of health issue. He didn't go into details. I didn't want to ask, but I do know he's got some kind of thing, appointment of some sort tomorrow. So hopefully after that it'll be all good. But yeah, feels like everyone's getting sick. I mean, even the niece that we're celebrating the birthday of this weekend, she just got over having pink eye not too long ago, and she had given it to pretty much everyone else who was living in that house. So pink eye kind of took over in that household. Um, so yeah, they were all kind of suffering as well. It's a rough time, especially because it's getting to the end of winter, and I feel like it's always around this time that like the temperature fluctuates so much that like everyone can't keep up and starts getting sick. Already 100% recovered? Awesome, that's good to hear. Yeah, I kept getting like paranoid that I was gonna get sick because like I've been feeling fine, except I have been noticing that like after, I don't know why. I don't know if it's like the specific food I'm eating or what, but like I feel like I've specifically been like after dinner feeling like really phlegmy. My throat feels a little bit not even like fully congested. It literally just feels like I really really need to clear it, and it's like really hard to clear. Like I have to do a really loud nasty like hack to get it out. Which I feel like has to be more like a weather thing than anything. Is my guess. Speaking of weather, we've had a lot of on and off rain recently. So there's this building being constructed pretty close to us where like I can usually watch from the window, and they've been not necessarily coming out because it's raining. So like yeah, it's a little hard to deal with concrete in the rain. I know firsthand that's a bit of a pain. But yeah, it seems like today they were kind of back in business, but still kind of taking it slow because the temperature's still pretty low for I think what they want it to be for this particular construction. This looks okay. I feel like this one, I definitely want the under like eyelash to be a little more prominent. I feel like that's a big part of the style in this one. I don't want it to be like too bold, but I guess for sketching purposes we'll just line it in and see where it takes us. Kai and I started watching, what's the one, campfire cooking, something with my weird skill. But he I saw a meme with her name and now I can't think of, is Hinakino, I think. She plays Emu Otori in Prosecca. She also voices the slime in Campfire Cooking. And so we were watching it, and the whole time I was like, when does the slime come in? When does the slime come in? Because I've seen clips of it already. So I was like, I'm just here for the slime. I can't lie to you. I do really like the show, don't get me wrong. But you know. Hinakino. Hina it is Hinakino, right? Or Hin I saw some meme where they swapped it, so it was like Hinakino instead of Hinakino. I'm confusing myself. I think you get what I'm trying to say. I had a cough and nausea. It stuck around for a week and it was gone by Sunday. Oof, that's no fun. I hate being nauseous. I actually, so I had this issue for a pretty long time, probably for like, I want to say it was like a 4 or 5 year issue where I like physically could not get myself to throw up, even if I was like super, super nauseous. And I remember when it started too, because it started um, my senior year of high school. We had this senior, what was it, senior banquet, I think. And it was like we're in the Bay Area, right? So it was this whole thing where we get on a boat in the bay, and like the boat just kind of goes around in the water, and you have dinner and dance and whatever. Um, and so like naturally at some point, and I don't even think it was because of the water. They had this pasta that everyone was like, oh my gosh, that was like really awful pasta, and it tasted so bad, and it made me kind of nauseous. Um, so at some point I was like, I really need to throw up, and I was trying not to because subconscious or self-conscious high schooler, right? I was like, I don't want to throw up in front of my classmates, but I was like, you know what, I have to go. So I went to the bathroom to throw up, and the only bathroom had flooded. Like there were two toilets in the bathroom. One of them was like completely clogged, and the other one had overflowed, and the whole stall was full of water. So I was like, I can't throw up in this because it's just gonna doesn't like it will physically not go in the toilet, and then there will be puke all over the floor. Like I can't do that. And we're on a boat, right? So there's nowhere else to go. And then so I left and I just held it in. I held in my puke the whole rest of the night. And I was like, I just need to get till the end of senior night. It's fine. And then, but then my ride home was my friend who was in leadership. And because she was in leadership, she had to stay back and clean up. So we had to be the last people in the entire senior class to leave. And I'm still like, I need to throw up so bad. But there's nowhere for me to throw up. So it wasn't until I got home and I went to the toilet and I was trying to throw up because, my stomach hurts and it just wouldn't come out. But I was like, oh no. And so I just went to bed nauseous. And then literally for the next 5 years, every time I was nauseous, I would try to force myself to throw up. And I just couldn't, it wouldn't work. What's happening? We were talking about being sick. And so I was talking about like how much I hate being nauseous because I was kind of traumatized by this one incident where like I literally was not like I had to hold in my puke, and then I went through a whole period of not being able to throw up, and so being nauseous was like a nightmare for me. um but then like one day, I think in 20, literally it was only like 2 years ago, I think, right, something like that. 5 years, 20, I don't know, it wasn't too long ago that I was finally able to puke for the first time in years. And it was at Thanksgiving, and I went to the bathroom because I was feeling nauseous, and I was there were too many people talking. My family's huge and loud. So I went to the bathroom, and then it came out, and I puked, and I literally have never been so happy to puke. And so since then, I've had an easier time throwing up. It's still not like super duper easy. Like I still feel like I have to really force myself to get it out. But at least I know it's possible. Anyways, welcome in, Sailor Dodge. Sorry that was such a crazy story right as you came in. But yeah, I was just talking about the joys of nausea. Yeah, in the meantime, we're drawing some Project Sekai cards because the next gacha is one that I quite want to pull on. Um, so I'm hoping to manifest it like I did, I think a few years ago now. I drew one of the gacha cards I wanted, and then I pulled 3 copies of her. Which normally would be like great, except in this particular gacha game, you don't really benefit from pulling duplicate cards. Like you get stuff for it, but it doesn't, like, I don't know, it doesn't really matter which 4-star if you get a duplicate. Okay, I feel like the placement of the head. I feel like I should have moved the body over a little bit. Man, I should have thought about this before I merged all of this. Let's see if we can do surgery here. Oh, what do you mean layer empty? Okay, right here. Maybe if I make it more front facing, this will be more acceptable. Actually, I think that was the original intention, was to make it pretty front facing, which means the chin needs to be a little more centered with the neck. Yeah, nice and quiet night today. Kai and Vanilla Mochi are both playing Gundam tonight at a nearby card shop, so that's pretty exciting. Normally I think they meet at the card shop, but Vanilla Mochi got a ride out to our place today, so yeah, he met up here, and then Kai drove him to the card shop, and that's that. Maybe I should start doing some of the clothes too. So she's got this like nice collar. It's got what looks like a little pearl of some sort. I could probably pull up the costume too, but I think this is okay. It doesn't have to be totally perfect. Okay, pretty collar. Just comes out into here, not too far. For I've got this sleeveless thing. A little hard to see the details. But I do want it to follow the center. This should be a little bit more like there-ish, right? I don't really know what's happening. I'm just gonna make it up. I think there's some kind of diamond thing here. And there's like a tassel hanging here. Maybe I'll check the details after this. I'll do what I can without the reference first, and then we'll correct it, because it is just a sketch so far. We're still pretty early in on this. I normally have water on my desk, but I went to Wendy's to pick up some food for Kai and Vanilla, and so today I have the rest of Kai's strawberry Fanta, which I told him I didn't want, and then as soon as he left, I was like, you know what? I think I am gonna steal it actually. This will be my hydration for today's stream. So yeah, we've got being a bit unhealthy today, but it's okay. Don't think that's its own section. I think that's just the light. No, it might be. I think it is actually. I think it's like another piece. The sleeve is also very like frilly. It's got something like that. And I think it's safe to assume the other side is also kind of like that. Let's make this a little deeper. There we go. And it's just the regular ripples in the shirt. Okay, getting somewhere. I've also got that sleeve piece, which has this armband. Along here. Oh my gosh, that face was crazy. This is me drinking the strawberry Fanta. My sister did point out that when I take my glasses off, I have really bad eyesight, and most people like they take their glasses off and they squint to try to see. For me, and I don't do this consciously, but I guess my sister noticed that I widen my eyes instead. And I feel like what it is I just accept that no matter how hard I try, I'm just not going to be able to see anyway. So I just let my eyes relax. And for some reason, relaxing my eyes means widening them. I don't know. I don't know the logic. I don't really know why I do it because I'm not fully aware that it happens. But it happens. So if I take it off now, I feel like, I don't know. It's hard to tell because, you know, whatever my phone tracks is what it tracks, but I feel like there's not much of a difference. Okay, anyways, armband, so we've got that, and then we've got, let me turn that down again. We've got this. It's like kind of baggy. And then it's like a tapery sleeve. So we should do something like this. Just erase these parts of the arm. If anything, I might flare this out a little bit more, but yeah, I think that's pretty good. Turn this down a little more. I'll put the other arm way in the front. I feel like this sketch was actually pretty good for the hand. I'm hoping it translates well. said something that I thought was really amusing earlier. Basically, I don't think he realized who the Olsen twins were. Because he was like, who's that one person? I was like, you're gonna need to be more specific than that. He was like, you know, Allie and AJ's sister. I was like, Allie and AJ? And he was like, you know, like from Disney. And I was like, yeah, no, I know who Allie and AJ are. But like, sister? And he was like, yeah, don't they have they have a sister? I was like, I mean, I don't know. I know of Allie and AJ, but I don't like know them well enough to be like, oh yeah, they have family and whatever. Like, I don't follow them that closely. And he's like, no, Scarlet Witch. I was like, Scarlet Witch? That's the Olsen twins' sister. He's like, yeah, Allie and AJ. I was like, Allie and AJ are not the Olsen twins. He was like, what? And I was like, yeah, the Olsen twins are Mary-Kate and Ashley. He's like, oh, it's not Allie and AJ. And I'm like, no. So close, but no, but not actually that close. I was like, Allie and AJ, the musicians, right? He's like, yeah, they're sisters, Scarlet Witch. What's her name again? And I was like, I mean, Scarlet Witch is Elizabeth Olsen. He's like, yeah, Allie and AJ's sister. And I'm like, unless Allie and AJ is like the Hannah Montana name for Mary-Kate and Ashley, I don't think that's right. Monokuma, lol. Hello. Wait, that's so funny because I recently started watching Danganronpa gameplay, and I also don't know if I said that right, so excuse me if I didn't, but hello. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Like, I literally recently, I keep seeing the meme, the Kyoko execution meme, and I was like I know a decent amount of it, but like I've never watched any gameplay and I've never played it myself. So I finally was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go on YouTube. I'm gonna watch some gameplay. And so that's what I've been doing before bed every night, is watching a little bit of gameplay. So, wow, I can't believe Monokuma is in my chat. You said it right, don't worry. Okay, perfect. Because I feel like I see it written all the time, and I've heard of Danganronpa so much, but like I never like really heard it said out loud. But wow, well, that's a crazy coincidence. How are you? Welcome in. I'm just doing some drawing of some Project Sekai Gacha cards that are coming to the global server soon. So I'm hoping to pull some of these. So I figured I would give a shot at drawing them, because last time I did that for a gacha set, it worked out for me and I pulled the card I wanted. Granted, I think it worked a little too well because I pulled that same card like 3 times. Yeah. But yeah, I started watching gameplay of it, and then I was like I'm a really big fan of like murder mysteries and stuff in general, so I was like, wow, I'm like pretty good at guessing what's gonna happen and who like the suspects are and stuff, and yeah. Pretty good. Got done with some VA practice, and now I'm doodling and lurking around. Oh, that's so cool. Voice acting is so cool. Like, I think I really admire voice actors and actresses so much. Like, I don't think it's something that I would be very good at myself, but like it's so interesting to see people's like range and stuff and capabilities. Well, I hope it went well. Hope the VA practice went well, and hope you enjoy your lurk and enjoy doodling. What are you drawing? I obtained a Christmas present just now. Ooh, what'd you get? A Christmas present in February. Was it an early Christmas present or a late Christmas present? Sammy's a voice actor in Sammy and Fu, the animation. What's it about? What's my mystery animation about? Yeah, I don't think I would make a very good voice actress. I could try, but I wouldn't put money on being a good voice actor or actress. I think Vanilla and Kai, so my husband and one of my close friends, they both have, more so Vanilla actually. Vanilla Mochi has talked about wanting to get into voice acting, but I also think he's a little bit shy about it. So I don't know if that'll ever actually happen, but I told him if you do, I'll be rooting for you the whole way through. Mainly some things for me and my girlfriend's Danganronpa AU with our characters. LOL, I dragged them into my obsession. You know what? That's the greatest thing you can do with a significant other, I think. And like some people are like, oh yeah, like you and your significant other should be like your own individual people, which I do think is true, don't get me wrong. But I do also think it's really important to like share your hobbies and like give your like partner's hobbies a try and stuff too, because it's nice to have your own thing, but it's also nice to have things that you can share. Like my husband has been trying to get me into Magic the Gathering. I will admit I'm not particularly good at it, but I am trying really hard to get into it, and it's something that's fun for us because he's like, oh, I don't expect you to be super good at it, and I know I'm not super good at it. But you never know what kind of things you both might end up enjoying, so I think it's great to drag your partner into your obsessions. It's a great way to bond. Volume 7 of I Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day. Oh, you did mention that one. Very cool. Oh, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, Monokuma. Please don't execute me. So you guys are you guys gonna like, and whoop. I think okay, anyways, almost triggered Siri right there. Are you guys gonna like animate your AU and stuff, or are you guys gonna like just do like recorded voice lines kind of thing? That sounds like a really fun project. Let's see, she's got a bunch of bracelets. I keep distracting myself. I do really enjoy drawing on stream, but at the same time, man, I keep losing my train of thought. But like by completely my own fault. Sammy and Fu is about the daily life of Sammy and Fu building crazy stuff during the summer while their brother Fu tries to bust them. So like Phineas and Ferb is what I'm hearing, but Sammy and Fu. I see. So what's who's the brother? Who's brother Fu? What's the craziest thing that Sammy and Fu have built? Is this your AU? Is that a thing that people do? Make AUs for streamers? That might get a little weird. AU where I'm building like roller coasters and stuff in my backyard. I'm learning the Danganronpa art and animation style. I'm getting pretty good at tweening already, so I got half of the animation style down. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, when I got into like rigging and stuff, like I was like, man, this animation stuff is like really fun. I might have to check out some. Do you share your stuff online, or is it mostly a private thing? Because I would love to see it. I think that sounds really cool. Feel free to share socials and stuff. I know some people are not that into dropping links and stuff in chat, but I don't mind. If you have stuff to share, go for it. I'm happy to see other creators and what they're up to. Sammy and Fu build an elevator to Pluto. Wow, Pluto's pretty far. You know what's so crazy is like the fact that when we were kids, or I guess it depends on how old some people are, but like when I was a kid, Pluto was like undoubtedly a planet. And then suddenly like it was like a huge thing when they were like, oh, Pluto has been like demoted to dwarf planet basically. Pluto's not a planet anymore. And it was like, what do you mean Pluto's not a planet? Like it felt so unreal. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a dwarf planet. It's too small to be considered a planet. Which is funny because I found out recently that Pluto wasn't discovered that long ago. So there are people who have seen the entire like discovery, assignment of planetary status, and the removal of planetary status of Pluto. The whole life, I wouldn't call it the life like span of Pluto, but like basically that's what it feels like. Here, I'm just gonna color it in like this in case I move it around. I occasionally post dumb little thingies on my TikTok, but it's very inconsistent. That's okay. I feel like I'm the same way with my art stuff too. Like I just kind of post when I make things, and when I don't, it's like, whatever. But I think that's also a really healthy way to approach social media is like don't force yourself to like post consistently and try to beat the algorithm. Just post things because you want to post things. Like that way you can like really know that you enjoy the creative process. Because I know some people like it gets to their head a little bit after a while when they're posting art and stuff. Like it kind of turns into like, oh, I like it's not getting as much attention as I want. And then like after a while you start to lose the plot a little bit. You kind of forget why you started drawing or creating in the first place. And don't get me wrong, I've been there too. I've been to at points where I'm like, man, I wish like it feels like my stuff isn't being seen as by as many people. But then I remind myself like I'm mostly doing it for myself. Lee, hello, welcome in. Oh my gosh, wait, what just happened? Oh, break time. Oh, you're redeemed first too. I feel like I always forget that thing is there. Welcome in also. How's your day going? This is probably a good time for a break anyways. We're about 50 minutes in this stream, so still pretty early, but rules are rules. I will take a quick break. Let me throw a timer up. I kind of want to get I keep mentioning it. I want to get a timer widget. I think maybe after stream today I might just go ahead and buy the one that I've been looking at. It's my birthday today. Oh my gosh, happy birthday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I think we should sing happy birthday. Okay, everyone, on the count of 3, wherever you are, as silly as it seems, we better sing happy birthday to Lee. Ready? Happy birthday. Wait, I said count of 3 and then I didn't count. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lee __ IDK. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a wonderful day, Lee. And you did redeem break time, so I will take a break, but I'm doing well, and I hope you're doing well too. Oh my gosh, I love that twerking eggy meme. Or twerking eggy emo. It's one of my favorites. Thank you. I hope my below average birthday singing was good enough for you. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I am not a singer, and I probably will only ever sing if it's someone's birthday. Okay, let's take a break. We'll take a quick, I'll throw a timer up. I do need to get actual water, so I'm not drinking soda all night because that would not be good. But yeah, I'm gonna put up a timer. We'll take a quick break. We'll do a 5-minute break, and then yeah, I'll be right back. You guys behave yourselves. Okay, I'm gonna use the bathroom too, probably. I think I can do that in 5 minutes. Ready? Sorry. I turned my mic on and then my chair squeaked. I think I need to do something about my squeaky chair. But anyways, we're back from that lovely break. I hope everyone got a good stretch, got a good bathroom break, whatever it is you need. Breaks are always good. My Wi-Fi is so spotty, it's not even funny. Expect me to be a bit delayed. No worries, no worries. I'll probably just be chilling here anyways, so yeah. I totally get that though. I think the other day I was watching another streamer, and as soon as I went in and said hi, I don't even know if I either said hi or like I redeemed like their like daily check-in thing, and then immediately my uh, my Wi-Fi went out, and I was like, well, I guess that's it. And by the time it came back, they ended stream, and I was like, well, hopefully I didn't miss anything too important. Okay, I think it's okay now. Awesome. Welcome back. Glad to have you. Glad things are working. I hope your project stuff is going well too. Yeah, I feel like a lot of my streams tend to end up being a lot like co-working kind of stuff. Like I'll kind of yap for a while, and then it gets to a point where I lock in and everyone else in chat locks in on their own thing. But it is kind of nice because it kind of feels like a over the screen like company, like almost like a study hall in a way, or like a homeroom, study room, office hours, whatever you want to call it. So I have it like this. I don't know if that stem is too long, if I could do it like that. Or I could like this. No, that's weird. Let's see, if I'm holding a flower, well, I guess it can kind of like come out like this. Yeah, like somewhere here. And it's got like leaves and stuff, so like got some pointy leaves. And from this side. Spoke too soon. Oh no. Well, I'll be here. No worries. I'll try to be mindful of it too. I feel like something that I have a tendency to do, if anything, is like I forget what I said, and then like as chat responds, like my poor memory kind of makes it hard to respond to chat. So, but it's okay. We'll try our best. Okay, I did kind of have a mouth here. Mouth open-ish. I don't want her to look too sad. I kind of want her to look a bit nonchalant. Let's just group all these together. We'll group this together. Try to organize this a little bit. Probably towards the back we can put the horns. Big horns. I think this gacha is called Celestial or something Eternal Combat, I think. Anyways, who are we drawing? I'm not too caught up with the much outside of the English servers. This one's Saki. So this one is Saki. She's the yes. We're drawing Saki. I actually have sketched out sort of all the ones from this particular gacha set. So there's Rin. I actually have the actual cards referenced in here. I just think these cards look like, I really like the fantasy vibe cards. So this one's Rin. She's the vocaloid for this particular event. Then we've got Saki, and we've got Emu here. Emu Tori. Yeah, she's actually, you know what I just realized? And I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I think they're all supposed to be like mice, but they kind of look like slimes, and she voices the slime in Campfire Cooking. Oh, it's got a really long name. I think it's like campfire cooking in another world with my like bizarre skill or something like that. um, yeah, so I don't know if that's necessarily an intentional thing. Because timeline wise, I don't know if like, yeah, I don't know. But they're like, she's like a little mouse, and I think that's really cute. And just the glowing effect looks so cool. I love it. And then Shiho is the 3-star, but I still really like the lighting and stuff of this card. It's different from the others, but I think it's still got a very cool magical vibe. I'm a sucker for these. Which, funny enough, last time there was a set where like the characters had horns as part of their like hair thing was the Hermit set, Hermit Searcher, Enna, and Mizuki. And I drew that one too before the Gacha had a rerun, and that was the time that I pulled 3 of the 4-star Enna cards, and I was like, man, this is great, but I would have loved to have like one of each at least. But you know, I think I eventually got the other ones. I think I have the Kanade one, and I'm not sure if I have the Mizuki one actually. I don't think I do. So I think I just have Enna, Kanade, and I think I have the Mako card. I think. What am I missing? I think I'm missing Mizuki. Yeah, but I know the other ones I didn't get. Like I got from other banners or something. Like that specific time that the gacha was running, I just got 3 dupes of Enna. So the manifesting of the card by drawing it and posting it on the internet worked a little too hard in that case. Okay, I hope this looks okay. I remember when this song was added to the game on JP, people were like freaking out because they were like, doesn't this song start with the F word? And so they were like, are they going to censor it? And then I don't think they do. I feel like doing some random questions. So I hope you don't mind me asking, who's your favorite group in the game? I don't know if I have a favorite actually. I kind of bounce around a lot because I think all of the groups have like very interesting stories in their own way. Um, Story wise, overall, I would say probably Night Court is my favorite group. But I really like the classic like band vibe of Leonid. Um, so I think maybe between those two, like Leonid or Night Court would be probably my favorite. More Jump I wasn't super into for a while, but I think some of their songs and some of their covers really grew on me. So they've grown on me quite a bit. Um, I really like Wonderlands. I thought I was gonna like them the most because I thought I would be really into like the upbeat music and stuff, which I do really like. Um, but I don't know. I think part of their story, like parts of their story, sometimes feel a little bit slower, which is why maybe I'll rank them a little bit lower. But I do still really like them. Um, and then Vivid Bad Squad. I like the characters. I do feel like their story to me feels a little bit repetitive, and I know that's not a super popular opinion because I know a lot of people really like the Vivid Bad Squad stories. Um, but I don't know. For me personally, I feel like it's a little harder to measure how much they're growing as characters. Like overall, it's like, oh yeah, like I'm trying to get better, I'm trying to get better, but it feels very the same to me. For me, it's gotta be either Night Court or My Goat's More Jump. Yeah, honestly, it's so hard to like pick a favorite because like I don't know. Sometimes I try to like pick based on their songs too, but they like all the groups have songs that at some point or another get stuck in my head, and honestly, I think it ends up just being who like what I'm in the mood to listen to. Because what is it? I think More Jumps covers of Honeywork songs are really good. Like, or what was it? They had the commission song by Honeyworks. They had Hug. I think it was Hug. That one I really liked, and it was the first. That was the first song I ever got an all perfect on expert on. I think, and I think I got that on like the very first try, first or second try. I can't remember, but I was like, wow, that was impressive. And I think sometimes how well I do on the songs depends on how much I like the song. And it's not on purpose. It's just like if I really vibe with the song, I think the following the music just feels a lot more natural to me. Which I guess kind of makes sense, but at the same time, like there are songs that I do really like that I like for the life of me cannot full combo. But Hug was one that like I really liked and I like did surprisingly well on. And I don't know, maybe I did just get lucky too, but yeah, I feel like More Jump and Vivid Bad Squad tend to be the most popular, at least on the like online, from what it seems like. But I don't know. I think they all have a little part of my heart. Like I try to keep everything even when I'm like upgrading things too. So like you know how when you do the challenge show, whichever character you do, like you like level up their I think challenge level. I started just doing all of them like in order so they're all at the same level. I love the aesthetic of Wonderland because I'm a sucker for circus themed things. Yeah, I really like. So one thing I really like about the Wonderlands, specifically their Sekai, is that they have the plushies there, so they have an audience. Like they have a physical audience for when they're performing or when they're practicing in their Sekai. Because like sometimes, like especially with the virtual shows, for example, with More Jump, they have all these stages and they're like, oh, like interacting with the audience. But it's hard to picture like what do they see in the audience when they're performing? Because is it just empty seats or are there like ghosts of people, right? Like you kind of see a faint shadow of an audience or something. Whereas for the Wonderland Sekai, at least there's plushies, right? The plushies are there to like watch the shows and participate and engage with. Yeah, and I also just love their like positive attitude, and I like that there for them it's not specifically about like singing and dancing. It's very much like performing. Like these are the theater kids of that world, and like I think it's cool that they recognize the difference between like theater performing and like idol performing versus like you know they all have their own strengths and weaknesses. Not even like weaknesses, but they just are different types of music. Yeah. Also, because then it feels like it's not like the groups are competing because they really are different kinds of music, different ways of expression. Like Night Court is very much not a live performance kind of group, and they all respect each other's art. Okay, this is not bad for a sketch. Now the question is, do I want to just go through and clean up all the sketches, or do I want to just start the line art on this and see how far I can get? Gotta drop something for a second. Night Court's probably my top because I relate to all the members on a moderate level. Yeah, their story is definitely unique because it feels like the music is an important part of it, but it's not like the sole goal of it. Like there's so many more layers to their issues and stuff. Like it's a lot more problems that they have as people, and not necessarily like, oh, like I want to make my music better. It's like, how do I better myself as a person, right? They have the most complicated story for sure, and I think I like that about them. Yeah, I love their group, but I will say, I don't know if you watched the Project Sekai movie when it was in theaters, or I don't know if it's streaming online now. Um, but I will say, I think they had my least favorite movie song. Like I love the group, but I feel like the commission song for the movie for Night Court could have been better. It's not a bad song, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it wasn't like my favorite. Granted, I don't know which one would be my favorite. I mean, Worlders definitely I have a soft spot for, because I can't believe before that the only all cast song they had was the April Fool's one. The We Are the Music. That one low key, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I got a little bit emotional when I heard that the first time, because I was like, what do you mean their only all cast song up until this point was an April Fool's song? And then now they have, was it Pentatonic, which that has been honestly stuck in my head since it came out too. So I have all the versions in my Spotify playlist. So like, especially while I'm streaming, if you hear it multiple times, it's because I have every group's version of it in this playlist. All the members of Night Court are so complex and have many layers, and that's one of my favorite kind of characters. Yeah, I agree. So I think, yeah, if we're going on like story and like character development and character stories in general, like definitely Night Court is my favorite. Music wise, I think for the longest time I felt like Mizuki was also my favorite singer, but I think all of them have grown on me so much. Like Akina, who voices Kohane, I'm not gonna lie, I did not like Kohane's voice when I first started playing the game. Like it didn't feel very satisfying to me to hear her sing. But as the game progressed, I know Akina, and she also has improved her singing on her own, but also for the sake of her character, she left a lot of room for Kohane's character to grow vocally. And she grew on me a lot, especially after, I think starting with around when Neo came out was when I started being like, okay, her voice has grown a lot since the beginning of the game. And I actually follow Akina's YouTube channel because her covers and her songs on there are like really nice to listen to. I adore music. They're not my favorite, they're just such a mystery and I love it. Yeah, like honestly, all of Night Court, like their characters have so much to explore, and some people don't like that about them. Some people are like, oh, I don't like that, like their stories are so distant from like the music. But I'm like, I like that about them, because it shows that their whole personality doesn't revolve around making music, that they're so much more complicated than that. Yeah, I love them. I almost want to just leave it in this like sketch, like line art form. But no, I'll line it properly, I think. I don't know. Well, I'll keep these for now. I think what I'll do is I'll clean up the sketches on all the other ones, and then maybe come back to it. Like this one has a lot of work left to do, so maybe that's what I'll do is we'll do the same thing. We'll put all the details for the outfits and everything on all of these. Let's see, she's got a cute little bow right here. I think that's gonna be a great place to start, and we can just build out from it. One thing you'll learn about me is I'm not a very fast drawer. I'm a little bit slow when it comes to art, but that's okay. It's part of how I learn and grow. It is something I want to get better at, is like drawing faster, but I don't want to sacrifice like the quality of my art for the sake of getting faster. There has to be a middle ground. Squish this a little bit. Have to shift all of this up a little bit, actually. Just got this collar. I've been told that I am the real life equivalent of Enna, both in looks and personality, and the fact that's not a false statement kind of scares me. I like Enna. I think she's a very I mean, not to sound like a broken record, but I I think the complexities of her character make her very admirable, because she is a character who knows what she wants and powers through people telling her she can't do it, right? And that's kind of something that I think a lot of people want to say that they're able to do, is like, oh, when people tell me I can't, like, I want to be able to prove them wrong. I think that's very cool of her. She reminds me a bit of I think my sister in a way. Not that she's been told that she can't do things, but that like she sets her mind to it, and she's like, you know, screw what everyone else thinks, I'm gonna do it. I love Enna. It's just kind of scary how similar I am to her. I love that though. She's a good character to be compared to, I think. I guess this is a really weird angle. I'm trying not to make her too boxy, because I did draw her body in boxes kind of just to visualize where everything is, but while I was listening to Prosecco music recently, like just the full versions on like Spotify and stuff, I realized that, so I know a lot of people hate Hitorimbo Envy because that's the one that everyone plays over and over and over again to tear. I don't tear much, but I will say I do play it a lot, to the point where I was like, okay, I'm kind of sick of the song. But I listened to the full version of the song recently, and I was like, wow, this is actually kind of a banger. Like, the tearing culture has kind of ruined it a little bit, but like not to the point where like I've been listening to it on my own recently. I'm like, man, I can't believe I never listened to the full version until now. Probably because I was like, oh, you know, I play the game version so much, like there's no need. But yeah, I quite enjoy it. I might need to pull up a reference for her costume because I can't tell if the other side of her shirt is supposed to match or if it's like a strap going across it. Let's see. Combat Gacha. Eternal Combat Guardians, that's what the gacha's called. Okay. Hello? Oh my gosh, everything's broken. Am I live? I legitimately cannot tell if I'm live. Hello? Hello, hello? Am I live? Where did I go? Why did I disappear? YouTube Studio? I'm still here, I think. What happened? Can you guys hear me? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Am I live? my computer like pooped itself. Everything closed and I'm still all my stuff disappeared from my OBS shows that everything's showing, but at the same time nothing's actually showing. Well, I guess I don't think there's much I can do right now. I could try to restart everything. Wow, every single program on my computer is like frozen. I can't even, I'm stuck. And chats and ads, so I can't tell if, let's see. I'll try to troubleshoot before we come back from ads. If you guys come back from ads and see that everything is not working, that's because it's true, everything is not working. Troubleshooting, trying to get everything loaded back in. Close this. I don't know what happened. That was weird. Okay, let's restart this and see if that works. Okay. I'm like just slowly reopening all the programs I had open before this and hoping that it works. Let's see. Testing. Okay, just checking if that goes through. I think it did. I think YouTube Studio is back. Are you back? I'm gonna hop off for the night. Hope you have a good rest of your day / night. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the company and I appreciate the chat. That was a very fun chat about Project Sekai and Danganronpa. And yeah, my computer kind of just pooped itself, but I'm gonna try to get everything back up and running so that we can continue drawing. But yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day or night. Yeah, get lots of rest. Good luck with your project. Maybe I'll try to find you online and see some of the stuff you've done because it sounds really cool. But yeah, have a good night. Let's see if this. Are we back? Okay, I think we're back. Oh my goodness. So I was trying to find a reference for her costume, and for some reason my computer decided that that was not gonna happen. So let's see. Let me try again. Hopefully it doesn't do anything weird. Celeste. No, Eternal Combat Guardians is what it's called. Eternal Combat Guardians. Gotcha. I hope it wasn't the website that like messed this up, but like it's not like I haven't been on this website before. Okay. Okay, where's the costume? I just want to see what the costume looks like. Can I zoom in on this, please? Okay, okay. Okay, so it is symmetrical and it just has that sash across it. Okay. Okay. So we're on the right track here. So we've got this. And it's got like these two stripes, kind of like a band uniform, low-key. I won't worry too much about the other side because like I said, there's this sash that goes like this. I mean, I guess it kind of meets right here into this bow. I guess it kind of crinkles there. We've got this bow right here. Oh, it's got a star on it too. I love the star motifs. That's another thing I like about Leonid. It's just the star like symbolism. I'm a sucker for stars. Something like this. Low-key, I probably should have just, if it weren't for the fact that my computer like completely wigged out, I probably would have taken that last ad break to go feed Cassie because I do still need to get her food. But she's asleep. She's not asleep, she's licking her butthole next to me. So there's that, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, so, but she's chilling right now. I don't think she is particularly picky about when I get her food right now. Which is so interesting because I feel like so many people are like, oh yeah, my cat's like, if I don't feed her right away, like she gets all antsy. Cassie really couldn't care less. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting bow. There's 3 like loops. I don't even know how you would tie a bow like this. But you know, that's cool. Something like that. And then it also has like little like ribbony, frilly parts. Let's put this on its own layer because I kind of want this to pinch more this way, kind of more top down-ish. This is fine. Maybe I'll make this bow a little bit more so I can hear the leg. Still pretty rough, but oh, I've been really feeling this song too. And this was from Snow Miku. This was the Snow Miku song for like 2020 or something. I've actually also been listening to the producer's like self cover of this song, because this is the Vocaloid version, of course, with Hatsune Miku. But then he had his own self cover of it, and I really like that too. Kind of got this puffy sleeve going on. Hope I'm not matching too closely to the original, but I also don't think it's a bad thing if I am, because it is supposed to be for this card, right? So this will probably need to be adjusted quite a bit. I'm not sure if I'm feeling this. I think I missed a bunch of her torso as part of why. I think the bow's covering a little too much over here. This could be one where the colors play a lot into making it look like correct, I guess. Oh yeah, that was when I was thinking of doing her whole body. Pull this up a little bit. This could use a lot of cleaning up, I think. I'm getting close, but still. Let's flatten these separately. Let's try cleaning this up. I think at the end of stream, whoever's still here, I might show you guys a secret. Kind of secret. I think I've technically shared it before, but I'm finally making some progress on something else that I have been saying for a while that I would. But I've actually made progress on it. And hopefully, if all goes well, it will be ready by sometime next month. Because quickly approaching is my stream anniversary. I probably won't do anything super special for it. I'll probably acknowledge it, but I don't really foresee any like big special celebration. But I might have one special thing. Fingers crossed. No promises yet, but hopefully it will see the light of day. I don't know if I can do this hair justice because I really love her hairstyle, but man, it's a little hard to, I think, capture properly because it's like the really curly ends, but I feel like there's a lot of like use of shadows in a proper way that you need to consider for the full depth of it. Hopefully I can do it justice. We'll try our best. This is a very intense Rin. Very serious. What's that meme? First he LOL'd, then he serioused. Okay, it's coming together. How's this look? More intense, less actiony facially, but Okay, let's try to clean up all this. This was one of the ones that I had heard, one of the few songs, because I'm not very cultured, that I knew before it got added to the game, so I was very excited to hear it. I say few songs, but I feel like there's actually quite a few that I knew. But overall, I'm not particularly knowledgeable about Vocaloid and stuff, so take that with a grain of salt. That's what I'm saying. Part of the issue is lack of torso right here. How does it look where it meets the clothes? I don't think that's a belt necessarily, but there's definitely something. that's coming in 5 minutes. I will take that time to take a break and also get Cassia's food because she's been very patient. And by patient, I mean she fell asleep anyways. So I don't think she would know the difference. But yeah, she's overdue for dinner. So I will grab her food in a little bit once ads are running. That way we can all take a break. And we can continue. Oh, my stomach just made the loudest growl. I don't think it's because I'm hungry though. I think it's because I was talking right after eating. Had some soup that Kai made her yesterday. It was very yummy. Had some chicken, had some veggies in it, had some tofu. And it resulted in some tummy rumblies, which is usually a sign of good food for me. Okay, something like that. There's a lot of details that I could add to this. Just do this light B. I guess the shirt also has like the ribbing. And then there's the leg underneath. However, I want to do that. Should I add a seam to it? Maybe that'll help. Okay, that's actually not the worst. I don't know if I like the placement of the mouth though. Maybe even making it bigger would help. Or smaller. Okay, maybe this is okay. That's not too bad. Okay, so we've got two now. We've got this one. We've got this and we've got this. We're getting somewhere. Okay, I think I will take a break there. I don't know if I have the energy to do Emu next, so maybe I'll do Shiho next. Especially because this is pretty solid. It really just needs a little bit of cleaning up. So yeah, we'll hop on Shiho next. In the meantime, I guess we can look at Saki. I like how Saki's turning out. Yeah, we'll put that there and get an ad timer up. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, let's do a 15-minute break this time. Just to also fully recover from the fact that everything pooped itself earlier, and that was scary. I'm glad everything ended up working out fine, but man, I think the timer kept going, so I don't think the VOD's gonna get split up. I know there's a whole thing where like if you restart your stream fast enough, it'll just keep it all together. Oh, perfect timing. There's the ads. Yeah, let's take a 15-minute break. We'll see you guys on the other side. always try to come back kind of sneakily, but I feel like my chair always gives it away. Like, it's so squeaky. I'm barely moving. Anyways, we're back. I was browsing Instagram earlier, as one does. And oh my goodness, I know I've mentioned that Alyssa Liu is quite local to me. But man, when I say local, I mean she's been back in the Bay for like less than a day now since the Olympics ended, maybe about a day, something like that. And I already opened Instagram, and one of my old classmates had on his story that he saw her at a restaurant and went and took a picture with her. I'm like, she literally just got back. What do you mean? He's like out to dinner and he's like, he took a selfie with her, posed for it and everything. She's clearly about to eat dinner, and I'm like, oh my gosh. That's our girl. That's our Oakland girl. I'm not in Oakland anymore, but you know. Man, when I say she's local, she's local. Took less than a day for that to happen. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if I have it in me to work on Emu. There's a lot of details on her dress that I like. They're fun. I love doing the frilly ones, but because of that, I would rather do it when I like am totally mentally ready to do it properly. So instead we'll do, okay, option 1 is line this with like a regular line art brush. Option 2 is clean up this sketch, which I'm not gonna lie is already pretty good. I don't even think I really need to redo. I really don't think I need to redo the sketch. It's messier than the other ones, but I also feel like it was cleaner than the first draft of the other ones. You know what we could do actually instead? If we want something lighthearted and fun, let me hide this really quick. I'm gonna need to open up my camera roll for this one. Oops, sorry, my eyes like bulge out of my head like this. I'll just throw it in this folder too. Let's meme it up a bit. Let's do something kind of fun. Let's see, what canvas size? We'll just throw this, we can always crop it. I'm going to, I'll just add, no, I'll reference it. I can find it in my camera roll. I just don't want to show my camera roll. Okay, so I was playing Prosecca naturally, as one does, playing in my Sekai because that has kind of taken over my life a little bit, deforesting my Sekai every morning and every afternoon. And I got this lovely screenshot of Rin. I don't even know what she was saying something about being fired up for a show, and I thought this was so funny. And I really want to do the like "this is fine" meme. Actually, you know what? Let me hide this again. I'm just gonna pull up the "this is fine" and I'm gonna do our interpretation of it. Can I split screen this? The split screen recently, what do you call it? On the iPad, since they're like whatever recent update, has been so finicky. This is fine. Oh, hi Cassie. Cassie's up on my desk again. This is fine. Okay. Okay, I kind of don't want to have all the other searches on here is the problem. You know, I don't need it up. I think I get the idea. There's a coffee cup and a table. There's fire. There's smoke in the ceiling. Yeah, okay. We don't need to have the reference up. Okay. We're just gonna draw that in "this is fine" format. Okay, you guys want to see Cassie? I actually started to keep hiding and showing my screen, but I'm gonna show you guys Cassie because I think she's so cute and she deserves some attention. Hey, don't bite my monitor. Hey, don't bite my monitor. Ready? the right button? Hang on. Oh, don't leave, don't leave. Hi, Cassie. Say hello. I have my Twitch open because it was broken earlier, so I wanted to make sure it, like, I could monitor it. Hi, Cassie. Hi, baby. Hi, give us a kiss. Thank you for the kiss. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Okay, that's enough of that. Hi, baby. You're so cute. Thank you for the kisses. Chat say thank you for the kisses, Cassie. She's in front of my mic if it sounds kind of weird. Okay, she's rubbing her head on my mic. Come here. Yeah, there you go. Good girl. Okay, anyways, back to, I can't even call this business. Back to our silly doodles. Okay, this is fine. And we'll just make it a silly little thing. We'll just do this table here. I always forget, I have a second monitor now, so I could pull up that this is fine on the side, but it's okay. Maybe I will pull up this is fine. This is fine. Man, the creator of that comic must be so, like... He probably didn't expect it to blow up the way it did. I mean, no one ever really does, right? Okay, there's that. There's flames. Got a table leg here. I'm getting ahead of myself. There. Now we got the table leg. Come on. Should I put like a more jump mug on it? And that would be kind of funny. Well, in the meantime, we'll put Rin in a chair over here. And the chibi faces are pretty blocky in my Sekai. Mouth is pretty low. Eyes are like right above it. Don't know why I did it so close to there. Should be. Okay, screw that center line. That is way too far to the side. I have a tendency to draw that center line and then be like, I did not leave myself very much space. That seems way too small. Come on, Sam, lock in. See, can you imagine if I was working on Emu right now? I don't think it would have worked out. Well, we'll make her relax. I know she's like determined in the picture, but ads? I thought we just had ads because I just got Cassie's food. eye shape right. She's got the little R for Rin. Bow. Oh, I'm getting a call. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Close that. Hello, VIPs, welcome in. I was like, did I read that right? You drew a cardboard box. How fitting, because Blanket Box hit a 20 stream watch streak today. So, yeah. How are you? Kai just finished up at Gundam, but he has to drive Mr. Vanilla Mochi home because, yeah, public transit is not transiting right now. There have been a lot of issues with it lately, I think, in general. But yeah, how are you? I was here the whole time. Oh, hello. I just saw that message. Yeah, you totally, yeah. You totally didn't see when the stream crashed then. Yeah, that was fun. Honestly, I think everyone was in ads anyways, and I'm pretty sure the ads still played. So I think we're probably, like, it was probably okay. But yeah, literally every single thing on my computer like froze, and I don't know why. But it's okay. We got it back up and running, and I think the bottle stayed in one piece. So yeah, that's cool. This head proportion is so off, but I think we've got a good start. let me get the head shape, and then we're definitely gonna have to move the face a bit. You know what I think it is? Yeah, I feel like it's too short. And this on top. Maybe like just this part. Oh, you know what? I think it's over here. Rarin, hello, welcome in. How are you? That's a cute little. Is that a bunny emote? I love it. How are you? Welcome in. Hope your day's going well. I'm winding down from the Prosecco art we were doing earlier and doing a this is fine kind of thing for Rin, or at least trying to. It's not really. The proportions aren't proportioning. It is not feeling quite right. But we'll squish and mold things until we feel like it looks okay. It's kind of giving Funko right now. But like not in a cute way, I think. Because Funkos are cute, but this isn't quite giving what I'm hoping for it to give. Maybe this is okay. I think the face also is just kind of lopsided. Maybe I should just a little smile. This is a nice this is fine face, I think. If anything, maybe I'll. Doesn't have to be perfect. No, I'm gonna take the braid, put it on its own layer. We'll merge that. We'll redraw it. Oops, not that part. For now, let's get a little body. It's giving me Maple Story vibes more than Funkos. Yeah. It's not quite matching the vibe of the chibis, but it's okay. It's kind of, this is kind of just a for fun, like a meme kind of thing anyways, so I'm not worried about it looking too great. If you want to see what we were working on earlier, I started some sketches for the next Gacha set on the global servers, which is I think it's Eternal Combat Guardians Gacha for the next mixed event. And I really like the cards in that set, so I was like, I'm gonna try to draw them, kind of, sort of. Yeah, so that's what we were working on today. Last time there was a card I really wanted. I tried drawing it and posting it, and it was Hermit Searcher Enna, which also had the like magical horns and stuff. And I drew it and I posted it right before the Gacha. It was the Gacha rerun for that one actually, but yeah, I posted it, and then I think it worked a little too well because I pulled 3 copies of that card, which was great, except I didn't get any of the other cards in that set. So, yeah, I was like, you know what? If my luck is as good as it was that time, then maybe it'll work again. But yeah, we've been drawing for a bit, so I was like, let me just draw something a little bit silly, a little bit hee hee ha ha. Um, yeah, so we're doing the "This is fine" meme, but with Rin. Yeah, I think I was talking to her and she was like, "Oh, I love like interacting with the audience. It gets me pumped up." And then there was this like fire animation, and so I was like, "This is pretty fitting." So she got her little idol like collar thing. My ability to draw seems to have disappeared in the last like 20 minutes. But it's okay. It comes and goes. I'm having fun with it. Listening to some nice music, so I can't complain. It's a nice chill night for me. She's got her little bow thing. Her little, what do you call it? Scarf ribbon thing. And her dress goes like this. I think her shoulders are out and it's got the little like off the shoulder sleeve with the frills. Oh, just a little sketch anyways. We'll just do silly little hands like this. It doesn't have to be crazy. And she's got frills on her dress. Actually, I don't know. No, it's on both sides, I think. Oops. Here, let me just get the overall shape of the dress while she's sitting, because there's that. There's this part that comes down like this. And then there's the frilly part here. Maybe a frilly part there, I don't know. She's got little feetsies. I never really played it for the gacha or art, but whenever I see the art or character, it's always so cute. Yeah, it's been a minute since I played Project Sekai. Yeah, I started playing a few years ago, and then I've been relatively consistent at the very least with logging in. I will say sometimes I do just let things autoplay, but I do at least try to like log in for like to like get through the stories and stuff and whatever. I do miss some here and there, but I'm actually kind of surprised I've actually been relatively consistent with this game, because normally I get tired of it after a while, but I think something about the music in it too. Like I enjoy the music, and the character art is so nice. So I always find myself coming back to it. Like I think one that I did miss one event recently. It was a Vivid Bad Squad one, which I will admit their stories are not like super interesting to me usually. Like I enjoy them. I think it's not uninteresting, but it doesn't grab my attention the way the other units do, I think. Oh, I forgot that was all in one layer. You know what? Work smarter, not harder. I like the other foot more. We're about to redraw all of it anyways. Copy. I like that the story is there at least. Yeah. And it doesn't overstay its welcome for sure, yeah. Yeah, because there's definitely some that I'm like, on, but I also think I just like the rhythm game. Like that's like the main part that I like, I think, is just the tip tappies. I wouldn't say I'm like crazy good at it or anything, but I do enjoy playing it. Maybe not all the time, but a lot of times. Here, we'll just give her a normal chair. We're making it the "this is fine" meme. The one where he's sitting in a room full of fire, and he's like, "This is fine." And some chair legs. I'm gonna redraw this so that it's not so warped. Yeah, and I like the music and the music videos and stuff that come out with it, so that's part of what I like about the game a lot. I do want to stream it more. Last time I streamed it, it like totally crashed on me. So yeah, I was never good at rhythm games, but that doesn't stop me from trying. Yeah, if you have fun with it, that's all that matters. Like, I'm not crazy good or anything either, which I say is the case for like most games that I play, but if you enjoy it, that's the important part, I think. Like, do I even want to include the R in her? I think I do. Or what if I go like this? And then behind it, go like this, so that it's kind of like an outline. I mean, it literally is, but then you can kind of see that it's an R. My one wish from Project Sekai is to add Clover Club. I played it a ton on Diva. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's so many songs that I'm like, ooh, this would be so fun to play in a rhythm game format. Yeah, I never played Project Diva though. I have watched a lot of people play it, but I never played it myself. I think there's the convenience aspect for Project Sekai, like the fact that it's like on the phone. So like I can just, play it. It is a little more like, as you would say, free to play friendly. Because I've never been one for spending too much money on video games and stuff, so yeah. Not that I won't, like I will here and there, but yeah, especially since I met my husband, I've been much more open to like, okay, you don't have to feel bad about spending money to play video games. If it's something you enjoy, then that's the same as getting your money's worth. Yeah, he definitely taught me a lot about letting myself have fun. Like, it's okay to spend money on things just because you enjoy it. Like, even like, I'll be honest, even with art, I was like, what if I like don't use this art program or whatever? Like, what if I don't use Procreate too much? Like, and then it feels like a waste, right? Because I've always drawn. Like, I've always been a doodle in my notebook kind of person. And then so but then like when I finally had an iPad, I was like, I don't know, I feel like I should use this for productivity, right? Use it for school, use it for studying and like maybe work and stuff. And then my partner was like, Procreate's not that much. It's a one-time payment. Like, it's like $10. Like, you should just do it. And then he actually ended up getting it for me because he was like, it's really not something to feel bad about. And here I am years later still using it. And it's even if I didn't, like, at least like I'm glad I could give it a try. I don't know. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Cuz I don't know. I think I just grew up being like, "Oh, don't spend unnecessary money," and I think it's also cuz like I'm the oldest, so I grew up while my parents were still young adults too. So they were also very careful with money, like compared to my brother who's 8 years younger than me. And by that time my parents were like really comfortable. They're like, "Oh yeah, we have our retirement stuff set up, like everything, like we're good money wise, like we don't have to worry." So for him, that was like, oh yeah, like do whatever. Like it's a drop in the bucket, right? Um, so yeah, it was a big part of the beginning of our relationship was him showing me to how to have fun. Actually, my name Sammy Do comes from him too because that actually started out as a nickname that he gave me kind of casually when I first met him. Um, and like it was like a whole bunch of college friends, right? We're all exchanging numbers. And then he said that my name sounded, or it reminded him of Scrappy Doo. So he put my contact in his phone as Sammy Doo. And then, what was it, like another, what is it? Math. 3 years later, I started my art account and I was still playing with different names for it. And then after a while, I was like, why don't I just do Sammy Doo? Like it's kind of cute, kind of has a nod to like doodling in a way. So that was the origin of Sammy Doo was my now husband. Except that was like before we started dating even. So yeah, college friend turned husband. I love telling this story. I know some people in here have heard it a million times, but I love telling it. Yeah, he's out and about right now, but he should be home in a bit. He and one of our other friends were playing Gundam at the local card shop, which they do every Tuesday. And normally our friend takes the train back home afterwards, but the trains are not working right now and he doesn't drive. So yeah, my husband's driving him home right now. It's a cute story straight out of a novel. You better spread that around. Yeah. I love sharing it. It's so funny because a lot of people don't really, as much as I tell it like on stream, a lot of people outside of like Twitch haven't really heard it that much. So for example, like my husband saved my name as Sammy Doo on his phone, and to this day it's still Sammy Doo, and that's where Sammy Doo started. And my sister saw it one time on his phone. He was like, "Oh, you have her name like saved as her like Instagram handle? Like that's kind of weird." And I was like, "Actually, this was the OG. Like before it was my Instagram handle, it was just my contact name on his phone. So you're looking at the source material." And she's like, "Oh, that's totally different. That's actually really cute." Yeah, I'm no novel writer, but that does feel like my little my little cute fanfic vibed, but like like reality kind of thing. Origin of Sammy Doo. I love Heat Abnormal. I was looking at covers of Heat Abnormal, like the song that's playing right now. Here, I'll turn it up a little bit. I don't know if you can hear it. And like on YouTube, all the covers of it, because like this is a song that very much wasn't really intended to be sung live or anything. So it's because it's really really fast, and I've listened to an English cover of it and everything, and all the comments always have at least one person who's like, "Oh, top 10 rappers that Eminem's afraid to diss." Because honestly, it takes a lot of skill to sing this one. All right. Not too bad. coworker who always says that every phone call starts with, "Hey, how's it going?" And then I'm like, "Oh, pretty good. How about you?" And he goes, "Not too bad." And then we dive into whatever it is we need to talk about, which is funny because we're both pretty like chill, pretty casual people, but I feel like neither of us really know how to properly start a phone call. So it always starts with that same exchange. "What's up? How's it going?" "Pretty good. How about you?" "Not too bad." Alright, and then we've got our feetsies. Our little feet. How does this look? And that looks like Rin. I think you can kind of tell. Alright, now let's just decorate it with fire and make it really, this is fine coated. We've got fire here. Maybe we'll scoot her in a little bit. Scoot her closer. Or should I make her smaller even? I'll make a duplicate in case we want to, like this. Put some fire here maybe. It's kind of janky fire, but that's okay. We'll do a little bit of coloring behind it too. The dress is so cute, thanks. My thing is always hello, hello for my whole life, and I never thought about it till my professor pointed out. One thing that I didn't realize that I did was like whenever things are like okay or like I understand instructions or whatever, when people give them to me, I like just throw up 2 thumbs up. Like it feels like a very awkward, like kind of millennial coded thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm technically Gen Z, like early Gen Z, but I would just throw up 2 thumbs up, like, yeah, okay, I understand, like, good to go. And then my boss at my, like, at this internship that I was doing during school was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe what you've done." And I was like, "What did I do?" And she was like, "You've rubbed off on, like, your habits have rubbed off on me. I found myself throwing up thumbs up while I was talking to clients recently." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, "You know how you always throw up thumbs up and you're like, cool, yeah, awesome." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize I did that." And she was like, "Yeah, you do. And now I've been doing it." And I was like, "I'm so sorry." And then I was just so aware of it after that. I was like, "Man, I really do that a lot, don't I?" That's what I do also. Yeah, I feel like it's not that uncommon of a thing, but yeah, I guess I was like the first person she knew who did that, and then like she picked up on it because I was there after school, before school, like all the time during college. Because I had really flexible hours, so I was in there all the time. And then she was like, "Yeah, it's become a bad habit of mine too. Like your bad habit has now become my bad habit." Okay, let's do a big old smoke cloud kind of thing. Okay, we'll just color it in. This can be pretty casual, I think. I'll do like a foreground kind of thing. That looks like smoke. Somewhere in the back, we'll just do ground. We'll make it green since she's more and more jump Rin. I wonder if you know, sure, I'll take that. I was curious what color dropping would look like because it kind of bleeds over all the colors, but yeah, I like that. Okay, let's do a normal brown color for like the table and the chair. If it's for a meme, I'm not too worried about, you know, precision and all. It's the kind of thing where like if I spend like 2 minutes on this, like if I spend way less time on this, it's probably going to get a lot more attention than the other drawings. I'm willing to bet that this will be more popular than whatever, like any of the other ones that we worked on today. Honestly, somehow it feels like no matter how pale I feel like I'm going, it never seems pale enough for some of the characters in these games. I'm like, why are you so pale? Sunken cost fallacy moment, yeah. Real. You spent 10 hours on this? Cool, you get 4 likes. You spent 30 minutes on this? Viral. The goal is that I drew a meme kind of thing about like when people who commission art versus the people who are commissioned to do art are both sitting there waiting for the other person to post the art first after it's done. Literally spent at most a full minute on it, and it went like wildly viral. Not like wildly, but like some really big creators that I recognized were like liking and retweeting it, and I was like, oh my gosh, how are you all finding this? Because it started with like a bunch of discourse over like, oh, like should the artist post the commission first or should the person who commissioned the art post it first? And there's a lot of back and forth because I think it's a case by case basis. Like, you know, you just gotta communicate with the person like, oh, is it okay to post it? Do you want to post it first? Whatever. But yeah, lots of back and forth, and so I made a little meme out of it, and then yeah, it was quite relatable, I guess. Okay, just got kind of like dark teal eyes. I'll try not to worry too much about rendering the eyes, as much as I love rendering eyes normally. Cute. Sorry for the ads. Thanks for hanging out through them. I say that as everyone's probably in the ads, so I will wait till everyone's back. Freedom, yay! We made it out of the ads. Thank you guys for hanging out through. I looked up and I was like, oh no, they're like halfway into ads. So I was like, okay, I'll wait for everyone to come back. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out through ads. It's much appreciated. I do have ads running every. I try to have it as infrequently as possible, but they always sneak up on me. But it is just so that we don't have to have pre-rolls, because something that I don't usually like is going into, especially like when I'm going into a new stream, to just check out the vibe. Getting stuck in like 4 minutes of ads before I can watch them sometimes is a little bit much. So I'm like, if everyone's gonna get the ads anyways, may as well go through them together. It's also a nice chance to take a break normally. But since this is probably the last thing I'll do for today, I figured I'd just power through it. It's a teeny tiny little doodle anyways, so not missing too much. This, I don't know how detailed I want to get with the dress, but we'll make it pretty. Like, got this like gradient part on the dress. Yeah, that's cute. We'll just erase this part because that part technically should be white. It's like little like speckled star things, so maybe I can go like that. Oh yeah, that's cute. They kind of look like polka dots, but it's okay. And then this part's got like a dark area. Yeah, that's good enough. Shoes. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much already colored like that. I guess we can put the yellow parts too. Yeah. We'll just make the chair a darker brown. I know in the picture it's white, but whatever. I think with memes too, it's kind of adds to it when it's a little bit messy. Yeah, we'll clean this up after. Da, 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 da. Cassie, cat knocked something down. It kind of scared me. I think it scared her too. Wow, 10 o'clock already. Didn't realize how late it got. Okay, almost done anyways. Okay, let's do the same up here. With the fire, I mean, fire spreads and stuff, like it glows, so it's okay if it's not totally perfect. Oh, good enough, I think. And if anything, bring this down a little, erase that a little, and then probably the most important part. This is fine. I curved up quite a bit. Normally I would put on guides for it, but I think I think it's good enough. This is fine. Maybe we'll scoot her in over a little bit. Wherever she is, here she is. Oh. Hello? Oh. Okay, whatever. Where is... Oh, here we go. Hang on, hang on. Okay. Do we have everyone now? Okay, there we go. Let's scoot her over a little bit. This is fine. Was this Worlders? Actually, I can't tell. No, this is Shadow, isn't it? Yeah. I just heard kind of a cassette tape-y sound. Totally opposite vibe. This is fine. All right. Let's get some of this line art. I'll probably just put a little. Sam. Do. All right, maybe I'll post this right now. This is fine. This is fine. Sammy when Hanemi's collab stream? You mean with Kai? Good question. I think we should finish Log Riders. Kai says he wants to finish Log Riders. I don't know if he actually does, because we saw how that went last time. Anywho. Yeah, I think this is a great place to stop. We've got Rin with This Is Fine. I'll probably post it right after stream, actually. Honestly, low-key, maybe I'll just post it right now. If I post it, will you guys like it? You guys don't have to. It's a lot of work to find everyone's socials sometimes. Let me send this to my phone, though. I think I might post it right now. Let's see, send it to my phone so that I can post it from there. I could just post it from my computer, but I usually don't save my art on my computer. Everything just lives on like iCloud on my phone and stuff. Okay, cool, we can admire this. I'll post it right now on my Twitter. You should play It Takes Two next. We did start playing It Takes Two years ago. Never finished it, but Kai was saying he kind of wanted to restart it and maybe play it on stream. So maybe that is not out of the question. It is a possibility. All right, this is fine. What are the Prosecca art tags again? I think it's Prosecca PRS_ fan art, I think. Hashtag Sekai, sure. I don't know what tags to use. Any colorful stage tags. Hatsune Miku colorful stage. Let's put a fire emoji on it. Just cuz. When can I get more wedding TCG? Oh, true. I had another side project for that lined up and then I never got around to finishing it. So we'll see. I do eventually want to order some. Oh, I forgot about that. Here, I'm gonna post this on Twitter really quick. Da-da-da. All right, that now exists on Twitter. Awesome. Cool, that was a great productive stream. We have all these cute cards plus this one meme. Anyways, this is pretty nice. I like it. For an end of stream thing, that was pretty perfect. Okay, let's see. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see if there's someone we should raid today. Who should we raid out to? A lot of people are live. A lot of people are in, what do you call it? District 5, the what do you call it? The GTA roleplay server. I actually haven't watched as much of that as I thought I would. Let's see. Oh, here's an artist I've used to follow on Instagram quite a bit. Let's see, should we raid them? I haven't seen them stream in a while. Hang on, let me mute this really quick. Let's raid It's Sammy Do. I don't know what happens if you raid yourself. Oh, they're kind of doing art, but they're kind of singing too. Who else is there? Oh, I've been seeing a lot of Fallout. I don't know much about Fallout, or not much. I don't follow like Fallout game stuff, but I don't know if there's something new that came out because a lot of people have been streaming it recently. Who else is there? Star Sand Island's always a good one. What are you up to? Should I raid someone in the GTA thing? No, that feels a little bit weird to me. Not because like it's weird, but because there's so many people involved that I don't want to feel like I'm trying to like take attention from it. This person's doing a no mic art stream. They've been going for a little bit. I can't tell if they're gonna end anytime soon. I don't want to raid into someone who's about to end. Peak is fun. Let's raid Viet Beast. Viet Beast isn't streaming, is he? If he was streaming, 100% I would raid him. But yeah, Viet Beast when? Viet Beast stream when? A lot of GTA, a lot of horror stuff. I don't know if I should raid into a horror streamer if I was doing kind of a chill thing. Me, never. I'll make you a Psyduck VTuber model and you can stream with that. Yeah, that would be cool. Let's see. Star Sand Island's nice and cozy. Monster Hunter. Did Monster Hunter get an update? Kai started playing it again, and a lot of other people have been streaming it again. So I was kind of curious. Let's see. I mean, this person, they're doing art, but they're also singing. Okay, let's see. I'll get canceled real quick. Alright, do we want to raid an art/karaoke stream or do we want to raid a Star Sand Island stream? What are you guys feeling? I've never done a poll. I don't know if enough people are here to make a poll worth it. Yeah, what do you guys think? Star Sand Island or art and karaoke? This peak. I'm very indecisive today. Is this muted? coin flip, no preference. Yeah, let's raid an artist today. I got this friend from I used to follow them. I mean, I still follow them on Instagram, and I've met them at conventions and stuff. You may recognize them. It's Cheeky Tweetheart. They do a lot of cute food art and stuff. I think they started VTubing, PNG tubing, and they do a lot of art for another VTuber who I think just started an indie group. I made an emote for her. She commissioned me for an emote quite a while ago. So let's raid Cheeky Tweetheart. In the meantime, thank you guys for hanging out. Let me get this raid set up. Cheeky Tweetheart. Yeah, they have a cute little frog mascot that I recognize all the time. Oh, nope. Chatty Doo says ads are coming. Ads are not actually coming, don't worry. Thank you for the follow, Rarin. Also, let me know if I'm saying that right. Is it Rarin or Rarin? I know you've been chatting for a while, but I realized I don't think I said your name out loud, or if I did, I'm not sure if I said it properly. But thank you so much for the follow. It's much appreciated. Okay, let's send some raid messages. Here's a raid message if you're not subbed. Here's a raid message if you are. Either works. Okay, good to know. Thank you for hanging out. Let's get this raid started. Everyone take care. Have a good night. Make sure you drink lots of water, get lots of sleep. It's a work/school night, so make sure you get lots of rest for whatever comes your way tomorrow, and we'll see you next time. I'm not sure when I'll stream next. I want to get one more stream in at least this week. Maybe we'll do more than that. We'll see what the week has in store. Oh, thank you for the prime sub, Viet Beast. Right at the last minute. 7 months. Wow, that's crazy. Psyduck. Oh, Kai just got home. Okay, we're about to raid out, but yeah. Until next time. Yeah, bye-bye. But yeah, thank you for the sub. I think I said it already, but thank you. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for all the follows today. Yeah, bye-bye.